Yeah, steady trying to maintain, saying things out of love. My frame, my brain can't fathom what the hey said. He said, she said, how about me said, get a visa, headed to the islands ASAP. What's that on my shawty wrist? That's an AP. I'm the type of civic CAPE, feeling like ET, flying out of the Addy. And started she baddie, casual comment that Addy, that mean I'm better than better. Maybe I'm lying. I started the most of y'all with the money and the freedom. What is money really worth if it ain't love? Okay, basically, I was singing X because he's the reason I ever almost sold my soul. So, if you look at an older video I made back last summer, I would say almost a year ago now, maybe not, like 8 months. I made a video called I Dated a Witch. And I made it right over there in my room with like an older quality camera. And I was talking about how I think I dated a witch. And my rationale for this, my reasoning was that, one of the main things I showed in the video was this jar that's on top of my shelf up there, where it like she like was reading a book when she was making it. So she was like she was right next to me. She had this jar and a book, and the book was saying like different like spells and stuff, and she could like put like certain type of leaves and like sticks in there and stuff like that. And then she sealed it with candle wax, and then like drew something on the top of it, like a symbol that I still don't know what it means. I tried to like ask AI about it. It didn't know. So yeah, so that was my reason. I was like, yo, I low-key dated a witch. And she was also into like astrology. She was into what are the things called? Tarot cards. She had those all like around her room. She was into like that type of stuff, spirituality type of things, right? So I was like, yo, so at the time I was low-key kind of messing with it because I like hated myself, right? So it was like whatever, this girl's cool in some way. So I'm just gonna go along with the flow. I'm a ride. I'm a ride with it. So I was rocking with her, and I kind of got like a little bit into it, not to where like I believed it, but I just knew about it just because she was always with me. So around the same time, I learned a lot about X. Because I was learning about like artists. Older artists. I was taking like times where like every single week I would like deep dive on like certain individuals that I would like look up to. Some would be artists, some would be like MLK type of thing, right? And one of them was X during a week. So xxxtentacion, something like that. I was deep diving on him, and I found this one jail phone call where he was like saying like a, I don't know how to describe it. He was like reciting like a, it sounded like a spell, but it was like a prayer to this one god named Hecate, if I'm correct. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really remember. It was like 2 years ago. But it was some crazy thing like that. And he definitely had witch type of past too. Like he literally thought like he's been casted a spell on. Like people have casted a spell on him type of thing. Like crazy things like that. The amount of stories with him and witches and spells is kind of concerning, to be honest. But it's out there. It's real. I mean, what he says is real. Not like it happened real. You know what I'm talking about. So there was one time where I made a sacrifice. I did. With the goal of selling my soul basically. So I like learned a lot about selling my soul too, like in the past. Like this was like years ago. I've talked to people in real life who even believed it. Who were like, some were scared of it, some like believed it in a good way. Like this one time I was talking to this one random guy. He was like a janitor at like a school, and I randomly heard him on a call talking about someone selling their soul, and I just went up to him and I started asking him about it. And he was telling me that there were like these like churches, but like instead of God, it's like devil and like stuff like that, which I didn't know at the time. I was like, yo, that's actually kind of crazy. So yeah, so that was like a conversation I had IRL about it. But I was like, you know what? Let's do this. So the sacrifice I made was, if you see right there on my shelf, there's like a shark. That's made out of like glass, and it's like probably like this big, maybe this big, something like that. But I had a plastic one too that was like a baby one that I was gonna give to my friend one time, but then they weren't friends with me anymore, so I didn't give it to them. But that one, that one, that one's really cool. So I took the baby one because I was like, I don't really want to give that one away. so, so maybe that's why it didn't work, because I was being like low key selfish about it. But I took the baby one, and I went out to one of my favorite spots that I bike ride to, right? This is like a good like sunset, sunrise spot. I posted up there, and I was alone. It was windy, it was cold. And I sat down, and I recited the thing he said, right? And like if you believe in witchery and stuff like that, you might get scared from this, but I did. I basically said what he was saying. I even tried to memorize it too, so I wasn't like looking at a note. And I said it with that thing in front of me, the little baby shark, do 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 do, and then I left. I mean, at the time too, I probably like did something crazy too. Like I was like low key probably smoking or whatever. I don't know. I made bad decisions, but yeah, I had like a little like ritual going on there, and then I left, and nothing happened. That'd be crazy because if like something crazy did happen, I wonder if I would attribute it to that. But I don't really believe in that stuff. I feel like there's something deeper going on, 100%, right? I don't know if it's God. I don't know if it's witches. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's got to be something, right? Like 100%. There's got to be something deeper. I just don't think we would know, right? I don't think we're meant to know, so we probably don't. But that's like my beliefs upon it. But the objective reality is that that's what I try to do. So I was really doing that. I'm gonna get my thoughts on it because what also makes me feel like I sold my soul is making the femboy video, or making the some other type of videos too about like popular people. And the reason why that feels like selling my soul is because it's like not what I want to do, right? So I'm sacrificing things I would actually want to do for doing things that aren't that fun but give me more numbers, give me more money, stuff like that. And in this case, it didn't really even give me that much money or anything. I just kind of did it. So I would say that feels like selling my soul, right? Like imagine if I was making songs and I only talked about like money, girls, and stuff like that. Like I like brought up on. That's the music I was brought up on. So that's the music I first ever made. And it's like that also feels like selling your soul because it's like it's not you, you know? You're just saying like buzzwords over and over again, hoping that it works. So I would say in those type of aspects, I also feel like I have, but that's more of a metaphorical soldier soul, not like an actual like ritual where you sacrifice something. But it was just the idea of like giving up my own self for the pursuit of money. So I also don't like that. For a lot of my life, it was really negative, right? Like I would make things out of negativity. I'd make things just because I was sad. But this is about the first time that I stopped, and I have started making things out of happy. I want to make things that like I could watch and smile. I want to make things that like in the future I could look back on and be like, I'm happy I made that. That probably helped people, right? So that's kind of my goal now. I hope this video fits that category. Let me know down below what you think about this, right? If you agree, if you disagree, if you even think it's real in the first place, if you think it's kind of funny, or if you think it is working, but it just hasn't happened yet. So now every success I have for the rest of my life, I have to attribute to that and know that I'm gone and I'm going to hell. Let me know. That'd be nice to know. But yeah, that's what's up. I really did that. Please comment at least something. We could have a conversation about this. That'd be fun. Maybe see something I should talk about in a future video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I plan to talk about personal things like this that are kind of funny to me. Definitely more in the future. And then listen to Blakey on all platforms. Music. Blakey everywhere. Music everywhere. Blakey, music everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify.